Hi y'all. How are y'all doing? It is the 31st of March, so it's Sunday. It's actually 1 o'clock um in the afternoon. And I just wanted to come in with y'all because okay, your girl went back to work. I had my first full week back at work this past week. Well, let's say this. I had 2 full days of on the phone. The other 2 days, um, I had appointments, one with my psychiatrist and me and James. The other day we had dentist appointments, so I used partial day PTO. And then the previous day, which would have been Monday, I was still on that restriction of a half day. Uh, so yeah, y'all, I'm back at work. How does it feel? It actually feels good. I'm in a point where, like I said before, like my mood is good. Am I irritable? Yes. My psychiatrist. I'm off of all my meds except for lamotrigine. Um, so I'm at 200 milligrams. Because of my irritability still, I'm thinking that was because of the Wellbutrin. But seeing that I'm off the Wellbutrin, I was off of it for like a week. No. Yeah, I was off of for like a week before I got back in touch with my psychiatrist. And she was like, well, let's just see how this works out. I just feel like, once again, everything is just like, I don't think getting off of a med, because I know Wellbutrin doesn't stay in your system too long, but I just feel like you just have to wait for everything, right? But anyways, I'm off Wellbutrin, and we are increasing my lamotrigine. We're going to increase it to 250 milligrams. So we're adding on 25 milligrams right now for the first week, and then I'll be adding on another 25 to get up to 250 milligrams. So we'll see how this all works out. She was like, "Are you sure you ready to go back full time?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." I use this time to really get better. I'm just hoping that this is not like a manic, right? I don't feel like it's a manic. I feel like I'm in a good point. Um, the reason why I did get out of work though is because I was just extremely confident. And then the thought of being like forgetful. So she's gonna be paying close attention to my mood. But you guys know how I always feel like when I feel good, is a kind of, the roller coaster. You feel up here and then it drops down. This time around, I don't feel like that, to be honest. So yeah. So she has been mentioning, my weight, you guys. My weight has been affecting me. My feet hurt. My one leg, my left knee hurts quite often. Like when I'm moving around, I have to move slowly. I'm just huge. I'm 275 pounds, in that range. And you guys, it's a lot. I will say, even right now, I know for like the past couple of days, I've been like overeating. I'm stressed about something. I think I'm stressed about everything, to be honest. So in regards to, like, obviously the medication, she was like, let's see if we can get you in touch, get you in with like a weight center. And she was like, count, like using compound things, medications. So she wanted me to mention to my primary doctor about like seeing about getting Wegovy and stuff like that. Of course, I did my blood test while I was there. I'm at like a 6 point something. I think a 6.6. So I'm in a pre-diabetic stage. I'm not in the stage of diabetes, so I wouldn't be eligible for that or whatever. but I have been eligible well, I've been on Saxenda in the past. That was years ago. And I lose weight with that one, not drastic, but I do lose weight with that one. And so I went through the process of reaching out to a weight management center. They sent me a link to see about how the program works, what the cost will be, and to reach out to your insurance company. So I did that the same day that I had my psychiatrist appointment. And part of it was like, see what your insurance covers, and then also see what type of, see if they cover these other type of, it wasn't Wegovy or anything like that. See if they cover these other medications. Saxenda was on there, and I think Contrave or something like that. I could be wrong about the other name. So I called my insurance company and I'm like, do you guys cover weight loss management, like obesity, like weight loss management? They do cover it. They cover like a certain amount of sessions, and out of those sessions, I can speak with like a dietitian. Like 10 of those would be eligible for speaking with a dietitian. So in my head, I'm like, okay, at least I'm covered for that free of charge. But then in my head, I'm like, man, you got psychiatrist appointments, you have therapy appointments. I'm just like, it's so much, you know. I may do it, I don't know. And then after I spoke with my insurance company, she's like, let me get you in touch with the other department, the medication people, to see if what you qualify for, what your coverage qualifies in regards to weight loss medications. So I read them off the list of different things, and Saxenda was back, like Saxenda is available, and it would be like 280 or 40 something per month or per 3 months. I got this all written down. Not in here. I wanted to go over with you my budget, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Like I said, it's just so much. So much. Okay. Okay. Also, yeah, Contrave, Wegovy, Phetermine, and Saxenda, etc. So Wegovy was back on the table for me in a price range that I would be okay with, of $242.01 for a 3-month supply. Contrave was not covered. Wegovy would have been Wegovy for a 3-month supply would be $1,080.90. So yeah, no. I know, and I thought I'd try to do this with my new job, but I think it was previously with my no, because I didn't have, with my part-time job, I didn't have health care. I had health care through the county, like Medicaid. So I don't know. But yeah, that's what it would be. So what I did, I said versus me, versus me. Oh, sorry, and my blood sugar for the H1C was 6.1. I think you have to be like a 6.7 to be like diabetic. So that's why I wouldn't qualify for anything. So anyways, I reached out to my doctor, and I'm like, because I just recently did, my annual physical and blood work with them. They got my labs. So I was like, hey, in the past you have, you have put in a thing for Saxenda for me. I said I would like to go back on Saxenda because I'm morbid obese. I'm obese. Okay, you guys. I'm 5'1", and I need help. I do need help. These medications do not do good with my body. And it's sad. It's super sad. I think about my weight, but at the same time, I'm like, Candace, just get better. Just get better with your mentality. And then, we'll focus on weight. In the past, my weight has been one of the main things. And then, you know, we got off different medications because they were like, oh, well, if you want, we're worried about your weight. You are focused on your weight. So let's get you off of these meds. At this point, it's totally different for me. I want to be okay mentally. Then we can focus on the weight. And I watched this lady, I think it's Tracy something. I forgot what her channel is. She's an actual psychiatrist. I think based out of the UK. I don't know. But anyways, one of her channels or one of her videos is like people that are on medications, they have to work like double or triple the amount of like exercise to lose weight. Medications slow down things, and it's just harder to lose weight because you guys know, here I am. I'm like, why am I working at Amazon walking for, let's say, 2 to 3 hours? You know, most of the time I was getting VTO, but let's say 2 hours max, 3 hours, let's say 3 hours, 4 times per week. Why am I still gaining weight? It did not make any sense. And I'm not losing any weight. Most of the time I'm still gaining weight. And my eating habits weren't bad. But so yeah, you guys. And on top of that, what she mentioned was it can't just be walking. Like, you know, I walk the girls a lot, right? And even at Amazon, I'm just walking. It's not any hardcore. It's not like making my heart pump, you know. So that's another thing. You have to get your heart rate going. So you have to do like actual, not like just like you have to get your heart pumping. And I haven't been doing anything like that. I haven't gone on brisk walks because guess what? Your girl is heavy. Your girl is heavy. So yeah, y'all. So anyways, back to me reaching out to my doctor. I was like, hey, can you put in a prescription for Saxenda? It's now in a price range that I will be okay with. That is in my budget, you know. And so anyways, I asked them that. They turn around and try to get me. They said they were putting me on for this other med, which is Saxenda and this other med. They have the same, it's the same medication. It's the same medication, okay? Same medication, but Saxenda is definitely for FDA approved for weight loss. The other medication is for diabetes, but the dose is a little bit lower. Like in the pen, it doesn't go as high as Saxenda. So the one that they put me in for, that is actually covered by my insurance. It looks like there's like a holdback on that as well. So we'll see what happens, but it's basically Saxenda. But the name of it is, I forgot. I don't think I wrote it down. Yeah, I didn't write it down. Yeah, I didn't write it down. So yeah, y'all, there's that. Like, and this is my thinking, right? I'm like, that's why I say taking care of yourself, medical expenses add up so fast. Here I am, I'm like, okay, I have to pay for a psychiatrist, okay? Right now, I don't have to pay for my therapist because my job covers the first 10 sessions. But after the 10 sessions this time, I told her I do think I want to stay with her and pay out of pocket. I asked her how much do they charge at her facility. She says she doesn't know. I think when I looked it up, it was like $110. But I would reach out. I would have versus every 2 weeks. I would do out of pocket for every month just to spread things across. And then you figure out my psychiatrist, the rate is like 100 and something right now per session. No more forms. I don't foresee me having to go on medical accommodation again as long as my mood is good. And that's where we want to be at, you know. I don't want to have to just keep calling out of work, missing days. That's not what life is supposed to be. I'm supposed to be able to live life at a consistency and be able to do things without having to affect my pay, affect my job, affect my life. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're getting to that point. Let's just see. Let's just see. But then my whole thinking is like, you do all of this stuff, and then they're like, oh, you should, go to a weight loss clinic. And I'm like, that's more money. But even though it does cover, it says 26 visit max per year, and out of those I can have 10 nutritional counseling. I have done nutritional counseling before, um and it was good. It was good. But I get in my moods and I'm just like stuffing. And I'm thinking this because this didn't start happening until like a couple days ago. I'm thinking it's kind of stress. I don't feel stress, but I'm like, it could be the increase that I'm going up in my medication. So, like, this is what I told myself, Candace, we're going to start off this week, right? And we're going to go from there. So yeah, me and the girls, we went to two different parks today. We walked. They're tired. You gotta see them. Hold on, let me show you. Look at them. Honey, Luna. So yeah, we went to two parks, so that was good. Funny thing is, I only walked like almost close to 5,000. It was 4,000 something 4,000 something steps. I'm like, that's all I did. But it's good. It was good. We got to go up little hill thingies and stuff like that. So they're tired. I just want to get them done and out the way with. So let's talk about this upcoming week. Your girl got some stuff. We got some stuff. So I talked to you guys about my health, my weight. The good thing is I'm not diabetic. I've been pre-diabetic for the longest. Okay. I don't have high blood pressure. My cholesterol is good. All of those things are good, especially with me I've been heavy for the longest time, but this is the heaviest I've ever been. So I'm happy I don't have those other health issues that can come along with definitely being overweight. So for the most part, I'm healthy outside of my weight and making sure. I definitely want to get my H1C, A1C down, but one step at a time. So this week, my whole thing is when I spoke with my the therapist, I want to get on a schedule. Like, I want to do something for me. What do I mean by that? I want to, like, you see my bed, right? My bed is made. I have never done that in my life. Let me not say that in my life, but my husband would want me to make up the bed, but me doing it myself on my own, no. I've never been that person, and it wasn't that often that I did it with my husband anyways. But yeah, so that was one thing we've been working on, and that's been consistent for weeks, right? There may be a couple of days where I'm just like, me taking care of myself, like showering, I'm doing good with that. There's some days where I may skip a day because I'm just like, I don't care. But for the most part, I'm pushing myself to wash up every day. That's a big accomplishment, you guys. Dishes, not as often, but I do get to them. I do get to them. So I'm doing like baby steps. Like I tell her, everything's baby steps. Me doing my bed almost consistently is good. Me washing up almost every day is good. Because I want to feel good. Like, I'm like, Candace, take care of yourself, I don't know. This lighting. Oh, there we go. So what else is there? So one thing I want to start doing is getting back in the gym. Let me see. Sorry, I want to get back in the gym. I miss the gym. I do miss the gym. My whole thing is, in this whole time, even when I was out of work, I started at the gym. I was going regularly for like a week or two. And then the weather started getting nicer. So I'm like, that's when it was cold out. Now that the weather's getting nicer, I'm like, my girls deserve to be outside. So I was walking them a lot outside, walking them a lot at the park. But I'm like, I want to do something for me. I want to get back into the gym. So I told my therapist that sometime this week I will start to do a routine, whether it's early in the morning or whether it's after work. I want to choose like 1 or 2 times per week. I'm not going to overdo it and be like 3 to 4 times per week. 1 to 2 times per week. I want to get into a routine of me doing that, because once I do that, just like when I'm bedding, once I do that, I want to be on a schedule. And the reason why I didn't really hop on it beforehand is because I was working. I came back part-time, and before that it was I can go at any time. But now that I'm back at work, my hours are consistent. So once I start a routine, it's going to be consistent times all the time. And I just want to do something for myself, you guys. Doing a lot for myself, little small things, nothing major. So let me tell you about this. This, what is it, Tuesday we go through a shift bid. So I don't know what my new hours are going to be. We get to choose, we have to choose options when it comes to our time to meet up with me, with the scheduling people. I don't know which one I will qualify for. I wrote down different ones that I would like. I'm thinking about 10-hour shifts, 4 10-hour shifts. Hopefully I can do that. We shall see. Seeing that that just, it seems like a lot, but it doesn't seem like a lot at the same time, because we're just doing the one call type, but that could change at any point. In the month of April, we will be going through like a 3-week training in another product. Well, it's one department, but they cater to other things. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to deal with this one thing anymore. We're going to be learning another thing, but the training is like 3 weeks. And I'm just like, I'm not ready because I just got back at work. I'm just trying to get in the groove of things. But things always change. And it's not just me going through the training. Everybody else that has not been trained in it, we're all going to get trained in it. So, yeah, even management. So there's that. But yeah, I'll be having to choose a schedule, and with it just being me, like Jamez is obviously going to be 18. So this is like I could choose a schedule that's good for me. So yeah, I wrote down different options. I don't know which one is going to be available, but I'll put them in dates of which one is best for me. Like this is option 1 2 3, etc. So there's that. What else? Yeah, you guys, I just wanted to catch you up. Oh, in regards to taking care of myself, since this year I actually did a couple things. So back in, like, I think it was it December-ish. I went to Amazon and I was opening up my door, and I heard something like fall, right? So my doorknob, like my handle, it broke inside. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So for a while I was just reaching out, like rolling down my window, reaching out and pulling out the thing for me to open up my door. And then I bought the piece on Amazon. It's just a replacement. You guys know I replaced my buttons, like my window buttons, all by myself. You guys remember that? I did that by myself. So I already know how to take apart the door, and everything is fairly simple. So I put it off for like a month or two. I think I fixed it, what was it, in February? I was like, Candace, I'm just tired of rolling down my window and pulling the thing out to open up my door. And then I'm like, Candace, in March, you have your car inspection. I'm pretty sure that's going to be needed to pass that. So I did that on my own. It works good. And so yeah, let's see how long it lasts. I mean, it was only $20. Some people say it lasts a while. Some people said it doesn't. I'm like, I don't care. I could do it myself for $20 just for the piece, you know. So I did that for my car. I did that by myself. And the other thing recently, you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, I wanted a desk. I wanted a new chair for my office, my little office. I wanted a new chair, but the ones I wanted, they were like $200. Like I'm like, no, no. So, anyways, recently I was like, Candace, I love the chair I have. That's the one thing is, if my chair wasn't good, I would be more than happy to get rid of it. But I'm like, my chair is good. I love my chair. My chair is comfortable. I have had this chair for years. I do mean years. Um, so yeah, the only thing is that my armrest, you use your armrest so often to get up and stuff like that. And after a while, it's been like a couple years, like the stuff started wearing, so I was taping it up. So finally, recently, like probably in the past month, I ordered new. I didn't know you could do this because for the longest time I was reaching out to Office Max because this chair is like it is an Office Max chair, and they kept saying, "Oh, the armrests are not back in stock." And I went through this with them for like a whole year. Oh, it's not back in stock. It's not back in stock. I didn't know that the padding, like the armrest padding, you can just buy those. So that's what I did recently, and that only cost me another $20. So my chair feels brand new. Does the padding feel the same? It's good. It's not as soft, but it's good. Like it's really good. So yeah, I was like, all of these little things, I'm fixing my car door again by myself. I versus me trying to spend $200 because I do want to treat myself, but at the same time, like my chair is fine. If it's just the handle thing, the padding on the door on the chairs. So yeah, you guys, I did that. And it was just, unscrewing two screws on each one and screwing it back in. So yeah, I'm like, man, for a whole year or some change, here I am trying. I didn't think that this was just an option. So if you guys have a chair that you like, definitely see if you can just buy the armrest or the padding itself. It depends on what your armrest is. Save some money. Save some money. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I'll do a quick, really snapshot of April budget. Well, the first paycheck of April. It's very, very small. Once again, because your girl was not working full hours for one. And then on top of that, only being at 70%. So this paycheck that I just recently got for the month of April, which is this past Friday, I got this paycheck, was only $995. So I'm not putting anything towards rent this paycheck. I will do that with the next paycheck, but I'm paying basically everything else. I'm paying my Capital One large credit card, $14, my Bill credit card of $245, my Dominion Power, which that did go up to $139. I'm on budget plan, and they go, I think it's 6 months at a time review, or a year. I think it's a year review. And see, did I have a balance left over and stuff like that. So I did have a balance left over. So yeah, my Dominion Power monthly bill is $139. Discover is only $30. Richmond Utilities, $60. A Walmart, I had a balance on there of $8. So that all of my bills itself is $496. And then we have $499 left. I like to zero everything out. So groceries will be 200. Laundry is another, $20 this paycheck. Not doing anything for the dogs. They got everything. House items will be 30. Fun and food out will be 60. My allowance would be 50. Gas was only going to be $24 because that's all I could afford. But I am putting $40 towards savings. And then I'm still doing the 1K savings. So I'm putting $75 towards that. And that equals everything. So what I like to do is split up my rent, one paycheck, like half and half, right? 500 here, 500 there for the second paycheck. But because of this paycheck being so small, you have to make adjustments, right? So yeah, and the good thing is I still have like 1,000 outside, so I'm not going to be caught off guard or anything like that. And plus it goes on to my Bilt credit card. So my Bilt credit card comes out or ends as of like the 10th of April. So it won't be due like technically on my credit card to the end of the month. But I don't like to wait till the end of the month. I treat it as a bill that's due, as soon as it hits. What else is there? So for next paycheck, my plan, if I at least get $1,300. Well, I wrote this down 1,350. I'll put $1,000 towards rent. We do have life insurance coming up for our quarterly for $40. Groceries for the second part of the month will be $200. Laundry for the second part will be $20. I plan on putting gas away for my car of $50. And for the 1K savings, I would like to put away $40. I don't know. I'm thinking my next paycheck will be a little bit higher because I think this paycheck for this whole week, because I get paid up to date, but I think for this whole week they only put me at 70% of my pay. But you figure I've been back full time as of Tuesday, so there's gonna be like an extra 30% for those past for those 4 days. So I know it's going to be a little bit higher than I think 1,350. If it is, the rest of that amount will go towards savings. So we'll still put things into that. But as I mentioned, all of these things come up. And another thing I did do is sometime last week, I went into make sure that my amounts for my taxes, so I decrease my dependables, which is just me. So I'm putting just 1 versus 2 for federal and tax. Also for federal and tax, I think it's $20. I'm setting aside, like having them withdraw like an extra $20 per paycheck for federal, and I think it's like an extra $15 for state. So the thing is, I don't want to have to pay a large amount at the end of the year. You know what I mean? Seeing that I won't be claiming Jamez as a dependent next income tax or next tax year. So I'm just trying to get things situated out there. So my paychecks will be a little bit smaller because of that too. But it's all okay. It's all okay. And the funny thing is, this paycheck of the $995 included my monthly bonus of $165. And I'm like, if it wasn't for that $165, your girl would be down to like what? $700. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm just sharing with you guys. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Thank goodness I have a house savings account. Every paycheck, that amount goes into it. That's been really, really good so far. I've budgeted when I signed up for everything. I budgeted out really good, so that's good. What else is there? Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. If I could save more, I would be more than happy. I know some people are like, why would you save towards your saving of 1K savings versus your other savings? Because it's actually, I actually don't mind having a little bit of money with me in hard times. You just never know if you have to go somewhere and they only accept cash. You know what I mean? So it's been nice to have just a little bit. I think I have like $200 so far saved up. Outside of the $75, I haven't deducted that from the bank just yet. So yeah, we're slowly but growing there, and this is something I plan on just keeping in the house. Yeah, I do like to earn interest, but at the same time, giving you that little bit of peace of mind. Groceries from last month, we did really good. Well, for the month of March, we actually had some money left over, so that was good. Um, the amount that I did get back from the refund of my last payment towards my school loans of the $233, that went straight into savings. I thought I would need it, but for like food, but we did really, really good with our groceries and me cooking what's in the house. So I'm happy about that. We got a full freezer again. I spent $100 at Publix. It came out to $100 exactly. So yeah, we got that. I got chicken tenders, fries, but oh, they had these fajita chicken, chicken and fajita steak, and I did that. And me and Jamez, before when I had bought those things, I didn't know how I was gonna make it. So I made a meal. There was like what a Chipotle bowl, a burrito bowl, um, Old El Paso, yeah, Old El Paso like kit, and it called for chicken. So I'm like, let me use the fajita, frozen fajita meat or thing that I got. So I did that, and just tasting the meat, and I'm like, oh, we could do tacos with that. So I did buy more of that. So we'll be more having more of just like tacos with that meat versus beef, you know? And I don't have to cook it. I mean, you do have to cook it, but it's seasoned already, but I still put a little bit of seasoning on top of it, like the taco seasoning. So yummy. And I feel like this lightweight, you are actually putting on lettuce, so that gives you a little bit of like vegetables. I did buy some like, in case we do want to do like some type of burrito bowl, I did buy like some canned like fiesta like taco beans. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, y'all. I've been doing okay, but I just wanted to fill you guys in. Like, life is something. I'm really focused on just my mental health. Mental health all day. Everything else will follow suit. And yeah, you guys, my car is running good. I still got to check the oil just to make sure, but I don't think anything's dripping. But I still want to make sure, like, when I'm driving, there's nothing. I do want to just check the levels on that, which I may do today. Yeah, we'll see how April goes. I think it's gonna go good, you know. Once I forgot to mention this with my um schedule, once it if it changes, which most likely it will, because they don't even have 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday as an option anyways anymore in that list. So whatever, it doesn't start until May. So I'm actually excited, to do a schedule that, Jaja's independent. Now I can like, oh, I can work a night shift if I want to. So yeah, you guys, changes are to come. Um, yeah, I'm not worried about money, but I'm happy to be back at work full time, doing what I like. I really do like my job. Customer service. That's all I care about. Customer service. I love customer service. Is it the easiest all the time? No. But when you like what you do, you are finances and customer service, it's a win-win for me. But it's not always easy, of course, but it is what it is, and I'm back, you guys. First week on the phones. I just hope to, continue to be how I'm feeling, and when it comes time to learn this new department, hopefully that's okay. Hopefully that goes smoothly. We shall see. Um, yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment down below. Do you have any plans for April? Um, Other plans for me for April. April is the month that my husband passed. He passed away on April 13th. Was it April 13th of 2013? April 14th. No, April 14th of 2013. 13? No, come on. Yeah, 2013. But like I told my therapist, it's like a reflection for me as to what I went through and how far I've come. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I was thinking about booking like like a cabin for me and the girls. Just do a little getaway for myself. But the prices, the prices, because I have never done a solo trip before by myself, and I would like to do that, but I don't think I'm going to, just because I'm not a traveler anymore, to be honest. I'm not a traveler anymore. But I would like to do something. That's what I wanted to do for myself. Just a nice little cabin trip somewhere for like a day or two. Just me and the girls. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But I don't know if I'm gonna take any days off either in the month of April. We'll see. We'll see. Because I do have, my appointments with my psychiatrist, but we have scheduled that for in the evening time, so I don't have to take off as much time from work for that. But yeah, I'll update you guys probably in this case monthly, not every week, not every week. And I think it'll be just a nice recap of talking to you guys about what my goals are for the month, and then at the end of the month, just writing it off like this is what happened. This is what happened. But positive vibes, positive vibes. I'm just happy I'm taking care of myself, you guys. Now if we can get the weight off with it, where I'm not walking around slowly because my bottom of my feet hurt and my knee hurt. It's something. It's something. My doctor's like, with the weight, you probably have, that's probably arthritis. And I'm like, oh, sorry. He says probably arthritis. I'm like, I can't win. I can't win. But hopefully once I get some weight off, it'll start to feel better. It's not too bad, but like I don't like having to stand up and have to take a minute to like understand my pain. So yeah, y'all, but I'm taking care of business. We getting bills paid, and yeah, and still saving a little bit of something, and yeah, yeah, baby steps, y'all, baby steps. And I'm proud of myself. I will say that I'm very proud of myself. And the springtime is here, right? Summer's coming. I want to definitely get into the gym. I do hope I do get the medication to help with my weight loss. Just to have something help me. Because I don't think it's fair that I have to work twice as hard to lose weight because of a medication. So yeah, we'll see. And then yeah, we'll see, because you figure I'm off the other medications, and we'll see how this all affects my body. We'll see how this all affects my body, but I'm obese, like morbidly obese. So Yeah, it's not okay, you guys. It's not okay. But I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.